Silence is power, not because it's empty, but because it forces attention. It's one of the most misunderstood and underutilized tools in human interaction. In psychology, strategic silence is a powerful technique that can shift emotions, change behavior, and quietly control an entire room. It's not about being passive. It's about being in command. Throughout this video, we're going to explore the hidden dynamics of silence, how it shapes authority, reveals the truth that words often hide, and ultimately decides who holds the real control in any situation. By the end, you'll understand why the quietest person is often the most powerful. Let's talk about how power shifts in silence. Imagine a negotiation, a debate, or even a simple conversation. The moment you stop reacting, the entire dynamic changes. The other person is expecting a response, a counter-argument, a validation. When you give them nothing but silence, their mind starts racing. They begin to second-guess themselves. Am I being too aggressive? Did I say the wrong thing? They slow down. They adjust their tone, their posture, their entire behavior. Why? Because your silence creates a vacuum of uncertainty. People are naturally uncomfortable with the unknown, and in that discomfort, they lose their footing. And in that moment of uncertainty, the power subtly shifts from them to you. You haven't said a word, yet you've taken control of the interaction simply by choosing not to react. It's a quiet checkmate. Now, let's explore how silence creates authority. Think about the people you perceive as authoritative. Are they the ones who are constantly talking, filling every pause with noise? Or are they the ones who speak deliberately, with intention? When you don't rush to respond, others subconsciously interpret it as confidence. They assume you're processing information deeply, that you're not rattled, and that you're considering your words carefully because they carry weight. This makes them choose their own words more carefully in return. They start paying much closer attention to what they say, and more importantly, to what you might say. Authority doesn't come from speaking the most. It comes from the unspoken understanding that you don't need to. Your quiet confidence commands respect more effectively than a loud voice ever could. When you master silence, you broadcast strength without ever having to announce it. Silence also has an incredible ability to make people reveal themselves. There's a reason prolonged silence can feel so uncomfortable. Most conversations are a back and forth of emotional cues. We nod, we agree, we offer feedback. Words provide direction. When you remove those words, you remove the emotional signposts. You create a void, and human nature abhors a vacuum. To break the tension, people will rush to fill that gap. They start talking, often too much. They over-explain. They justify things you never questioned. They reveal insecurities and motivations they intended to keep hidden. Your silence doesn't pressure them in an aggressive way. It simply removes the mask they're wearing. It gives them the space to expose their own hand. It's a powerful tool for getting to the truth, as people will often tell you everything you need to know if you just give them enough quiet space to do it. This leads us to a fundamental rule of control. The first person to react is often the one who loses. Think about it. A reaction is an emotional signal. It reveals your state of mind. It shows whether you're angry, surprised, insecure, or pleased. And once your emotion is revealed, your position is exposed. When you respond too fast, driven by impulse, you give away your leverage. You're playing your cards while theirs are still face down. But silence does the opposite. It keeps your options hidden. It keeps your thoughts and your next move a mystery. The other person doesn't know what you're thinking, which forces them to keep guessing. Control doesn't belong to the loudest or the quickest. It belongs to the one who waits, observes, and acts with intention. By mastering the pause, you retain your power and force others to act on your terms, not their own. So remember, silence is not weakness. It is restraint. It is profound awareness. And ultimately, it is a form of control. The calmest, most deliberate person in the room often holds the most power, not because they are intimidating, but because they are in command of themselves. Once you truly understand the power of silence, you'll start to see its influence everywhere in business, in relationships, in every corner of your life. It's a language without words, and learning to speak it is a superpower. Thank you for watching. If you found this valuable, consider subscribing for more insights into the psychology of power and influence.